Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have an amazing news video, guys. This is incredible. Thank you all the members, all the Patreons. Make sure to subscribe and let's get into it. Guys, the new roadmap is here for 2024 and it's amazing. We're going to talk about all the major changes and I might do some subsequence, I think it's the word, I forgot, even doesn't matter. Some other videos about this as well, but let's just hop right into it. So this is it, guys. This is the 2024 roadmap, and look at the first one. The first one is already amazing. Aircraft fuel slider within existent constraint. Yes, guys, finally they are adding a fuel slider instead of the timing thing that they use for fuel in aircraft. The timing one doesn't make any sense. I mean, it makes some sense because in real life, I don't know about larger aircraft because I never flew larger aircraft, but smaller aircraft, we calculate a lot on time, on consumption, on time that you have to fly and everything like that. So it makes sense, but a fuel slider, even if it's for time, it makes a lot more sense. So this will make it so that there is no more of the too much or too little fuel when choosing a fuel setting for an aircraft. So amazing change. Thank you, Gaijin, for this. And remember, first major update of 2024. So this is going to be added in the first major update, okay? Second thing, solving the issue with duplicated stock air-to-air missiles in the weapon selector. Nice. Improving the synchronization of object destruction on maps. Very good. Minimap enemy aircraft detection zones near aircraft respawn points in ground realistic battles. The same way apparently that they have in ground vehicles, it will happen to air vehicles in ground realistic battles, so that there is no camping of the spawns of aircraft as well. New tutorial missions, just like they did with the IR missiles or other missiles, to active radar homing anti-air missiles, laser guided air to surface missiles, laser guided bombs, surface missiles with TV and IR seekers, etc. So more tutorials to help. So amazing. This is going to be on the first major. Remember, the first major is coming mid-February with the first dev blogs, and then with the actual patch drop in early March, okay, normally. So yeah, you can expect around that time. Improving the replenishment mechanics and reducing the maximum replenishment time for ground vehicles on capture point. So basically they're going to make it so that you don't have to deplete all the ammunition, for example, on those AA systems, so that you can actually reload on a capture point. And it's going to be just an overall improvement to those replenishments of ammo, which is an amazing thing. Hopefully they do one as well, and I think they are saying somewhere that they're going to do one that you go to a place for vehicles that are really they don't have a lot of ammo, so they can do that as well, even if you don't have a capture point. I really think the spawn should be something along those lines, because sometimes you don't have a lot of ammo and you need to capture something without ammo to actually get more ammo, which doesn't make any sense. But yeah, interface, we have advanced settings for destroyed vehicles in the kill feed, enabling and disabling the kill feed, displaying nicknames, squadron names, and weapon types. Just a small interface change. Social features, integration of the Steam friends list into the game client, and wish list functionality in-game, and the ability to give friends through this wish list. So this is a very good one. It's always nice to have a wish list, so that you can notice when something is on sale or anything like that. So this is going to be the first major, guys. I think the aircraft fuel slider, for me, it's the biggest thing ever. But then in the second major, we have even a bigger thing. Possibility of using flares and chaff separately. Guys, finally, again, another thing that they these things should have been added a long time ago. But yeah, finally Flares and chaff would be able to be used separately. I'd imagine that it's dependent on the aircraft, because not every single aircraft can do this. Like older MiG-21 Bisses, for example, they don't do this, but an aircraft such as the Mirage 2000 can even choose what type of program, if you want to fire 5 flares and then 1 chaff with 1 click, for example. So it's, you know, it depends a lot on the aircraft. So I wonder how they're going to do this. But I think it's going to just be 2 buttons that you click, and then you can just choose what you are firing, okay? Separate battle ratings for different modes. This is something that I always talked about, and they always said that it was physically impossible to the game to actually do that, which was the oddest answer to that question ever, right? But finally, some aircraft, for example, will have different BRs depending if it's an air battle or a ground battle. This is amazing because, for example, an Su-25T is not the greatest aircraft for air-to-air combat. It's really bad, actually, and it might even deserve a lower BR, for example. Just an example, not that it deserves, but you know what I mean. In an air battle. But for ground battles, it needs to be the highest BR there is, because it's one of the best CAS aircraft in the game. So the Tornado is like that. A lot of aircraft can have these problems, and with that, they have a lot more flexibility of adding proper BRs to aircraft, right? A new Air Conquest mission to the Air Arcade game mode, additional effects on crews when armor is penetrated, for example, fire in the fighting compartment, so a new type of fire, concussion of weapon operators when armor is penetrated, and all sorts of stuff like that. So they will do basically a poll asking for the results, but yeah, it's something very, very interesting as well. Healing of wounded crew, they will also do a poll on this. Updating crew models by eras, adding character models for modern vehicles. This is something that they always try to do a little bit, but yes, it needs a little bit of an upgrade on that. Research bonuses for new nations, of course, from the previous roadmap. I'm actually waiting for this for a long time as well. Ability to place a vehicle into crew slot from the research tree by dragging and dropping, and then with the mouse. Ability to change the order of crew slots, a very good interface thing. Just quality of life stuff, you know, that really helps. Visual selector for secondary weapons with mouse control and quick access to wanted weapons. Again, it's something that we already have, kind of, you know, but it's a lot easier because it's a quality of life thing. Addition of a timer on the HUD to actually to the guided ammunitions as well for aircraft, so very good as well. Just quality of life stuff that helps a lot. Social features, public squads and mechanics for searching for a squad based on interest of other players in game as well, pretty good. And then this is going to be the first 2 majors, okay? So first one in March, second one, I gotta check, but it's like on May or something, or June, I don't remember exactly, but yeah, second major. And then summer of 2024, so this you can expect in the middle of the year, so the 3rd patch onwards a little bit. Maybe just the 3rd patch, to be honest, and maybe some of these stuff will be postponed a little bit if it's not ready for the later patches of the year, of course. Game mechanics and gameplay, of course, again, new mechanics for saving aircraft and an exit zone for aircraft events in Ground Arcade. So, of course, it makes sense for War mode especially. Detailed damage for helicopters, ability to control, this is a very interesting one, ability to control projectile fuse settings in battle, settings the fuse for fragmentation, high explosive, enabling, disabling radio fuses, etc. So basically, if it had some form of customization to the ammo itself for the fuse of the ammunition as a possibility in real life, it would happen in the game as well. You can change that. Hopefully, this means that flak is actually usable as kind of an air-to-air kind of, or a ground-to-air kind of ammunition. That would be very interesting, because right now, although you can use it, you need a radar or you need a laser rangefinder, which is not really useful when the aircraft is flying very fast towards you, right? So it is a very, very interesting thing, and it really, like, it's a small thing that makes it up for a better game. Reworked the APHE shell, changing the fragmentation dispersion pattern, retaining the projectile's head on its trajectory after the explosion occurs. It will be based on players voting as well. There will be a poll, but yeah, we have to watch out because it might be a buff, it might not. Construction of replenishment zones in trenches on maps by vehicles with limited ammunition. It was what I was talking about before, you know, so ATGM, carriers, air defense systems. So we will have basically a place that you can replenish the ammunition. I think all spawns, there needs to be like a truck or something that is there that replenish the ammunition of any vehicle. New reticle for modern tanks, so they're gonna do that. Notifications of when a reported player was banned without specifying their username. Ability to recycle inventory items, so there's a lot of orders and stuff that we never use, so you will be able to recycle them and change to other stuff. And then social features, the last things, customization of the player card window, profile background, profile type, avatar name, player mini card as a tooltip in the statistics window. So a lot of little things that you can improve on the player card, right? And all sorts of things. Improving the destruction replay screens, showing the mini card of the player who destroyed. So yeah, guys, very, very interesting changes. Here they just go through all the changes that I talked about. And yeah, guys, amazing. This is amazing. Especially, I think these 3 changes for me, and this thing, the fuse slider, the flares and chaff separately, and then the battle changes, battle rating changes for separate modes. This is amazing. It really is. So thank you, Gaijin, for actually listening to the community. A lot of people wanted this. Hopefully, they continue to do this. They said that at the end of the year, they will do another poll for a roadmap for 2025, basically. So, yeah, or in the summer or something along those lines. I don't remember exactly, but basically, there will be more of these roadmaps. So get out there, guys. Leave your feedback and be aware that there will be a lot of dev blogs about these things, and I will be covering every single thing in the channel. Okay, see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe. Remember, I have a secondary channel for GTA and other games like that. You can check it out in the description, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye.